So, what I want to do today with this week's demos is since your final assignment has a project that's a walk cycle with personality, I'm going to give you in your modules an example of a student work that's doing that. It's Michelle from our class created a very nice walk cycle that has a lot of personality in it. This is a walk cycle that isn't stiff, that when you look at it, you learn something about the personality of the character. And you know, part of the problem is that if you make like a rough walk cycle, you know that it's already really hard to make a walk cycle look good. And to make it look human as opposed to sort of robotic. And this is why when we started the class, I talked about walk cycles, when doing walk cycles, you know, until you internalize the physics of motion, it's a really good idea to use references. And these can be actually making sketches from life, but it's really helpful maybe to even do it from video or from other people's walk cycles and then just altering them in various ways. I made a little clip of Cab Calloway, and just to tell you how I set up this file, the first thing I did was I imported the Cab Calloway video from you know, it's something I downloaded from YouTube, and once I did that, all I had to do was bring it to the stage. Here it is on this layer. I symbolized it, and then after I symbolized it, I selected it on the stage, and I upped the size so that it was the right size for my stage. I have, you know, show frame because I like seeing what's going on. And then what I did was I made keyframes in the two parts that I wanted to have as a beginning and an end. I shift selected the part before and control clicked, removed all of the beginning frames, control clicked at the end, shift selected and control clicked at the end, removed all of those frames. And this is what we are left with. We've got about 5 seconds, which considering the video is a lot. Now, of course, any dancing video is going to be so much harder than anything else, but I just wanted to give you, you know, a sense of like, yeah, I mean, you could just videotape yourself, but this is a way to get a very good sense of how things really move. And what you can do is just create a rough guide from something like this, and then you will nuance it yourself later. So in this example, I'm going to show you how I would do it if I were you. I'm going to have this be the legs. I'm making these on separate layers so that if for example, like your project is actually much more squished down than this guy is, it's better to like squish the legs down separately than the torso and the arms, just in terms of making your character look how you want it to look. Say you had extra long legs on your character, so you want the legs long but the torso is a lot shorter, or something like that. You'll figure it out for whatever. So, and this would be the upper. And so what you would do is you'd kind of scroll through, and everywhere there's like a main movement Oh, that's nice. So we step off the ground. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. It's so much fun to watch him go. So he brings his arm down. We can put a keyframe here of 6. Arm goes, the leg goes up here of 6. Now you can do this this kind of process 4 step by step, or for even your rigged character. Remember how our rigged character, we followed along a walk cycle? Well, it would be the same thing. So here he is stepping. Oh, that's a fast move. That is really nice. F6. I'm just using keyframes as markers. And he barely touches the ground, and then he makes a heel here. 6. And the heel comes back. It rests on the ground and comes back. And the arm comes up. And he sort of bends his torso. A lot of you didn't do anything with your torso, which, I understand. But like if you really want to get that walking with personality, that's what you would want to do. So here his heel is still on the ground there, but this is up in the air. So F6, and then it lifts off and the other leg takes the weight. F6. And you watch something like this, and you can, if you keep the timing, it'll look realistic. So isn't that beautiful? He was such an amazing dancer. Along the lines of appropriating someone's moves, if you're doing it through sheer appreciation and you make it your own, I think it just becomes admiration. But there are other people who would maybe disagree. For a class like this, where we feel like we still have something to learning from his moves is probably just about the best thing we can do. So I am going to, I have 2 colors up here. One color is yellow, and one color is sort of a purplish. This is a greenish yellow, this is a purplish pink. So I'm choosing my paintbrush because I'm just going to be sketching. The size is way too big here, so I'm going to bring it down to, that might be okay. And this is just sketchy. So so I'm going to do the back leg and with purple, and the front leg with yellow. And I can switch back and forth pressing this button. So the back leg with purple. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Go back to here. All right, here's my brush, and we'll do the legs first. I'm imagining his pelvis is like here, doing the leg. There's the knee and the foot. I don't know exactly where the foot is here. And switching over. Leg, the knee, and the foot. And then I did that again. Now I see where the back foot is. It looks like it actually goes like this. So we can take our eraser, whoops, eraser, and erase that. Okay, so that's there. Now I can add another keyframe and we'll just go through and do legs. F6 and well, I see what my problem is. What I really need to do, I should control click here and clear keyframe. So just shift select. Whoops. No, that didn't do it. F6. I guess the way to do it would be to just, let's lock this sucker in place. Delete and just go through and F6 all these so that we don't have to keep deleting. Whoop, right here. You'll notice that where I put keyframes is really inconsistent because, you know, that's how dancing would work. Sometimes some of his moves are like slow and languorous, and some of them are more precise and tight in time. So, okay. So I'm going to go here and go back to doing what I was doing, which is back leg is paintbrush. Back leg is purple and front leg is yellow. And you know, I can't tell exactly where things are, but that could be his pelvis, and it seems like the legs are sort of in line here, so I'm just doing something like this for the back leg and then switch it, and the front leg, same thing. Whoops, I didn't switch it. Okay. So, whoop. And it looks like, you know, we'd actually want a few keyframes, a few in-betweens here. But I just want to show you, you know, how you can get your walk with personality, have more personality, to have more personality. So back leg, again, I think it's straight, and something like that, maybe the knees here. Again, you know, in situations like these, we're just going to guess. And front leg, totally different deal. Up on it, and back leg. So I'm guessing again the pelvis is here. And there's the back foot. We can see it really clearly now. There's the knee. Okay, maybe that pelvis is a little bit high. Maybe it should be more like this. I'm gonna erase. There we go. It doesn't matter because we're just kind of sketching it out. Whoops. Let's undo that. Oh, I can't undo that. Let's go grab some yellow here. You know what? We'll just grab the yellow from here. I don't know, something like that. Okay. So front leg. Oh, we got to erase again. Erase. Swoosh it over. Paintbrush, front leg. So we're just, you know, just getting a sense of things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this up, and I'll show you just these couple seconds with that and with the upper body done separately, and then I'll talk about how to go forward from there.